Hey guys, so they just released the docs for the upcoming chapter, which is the Great Bloom. If we go check these out, let's go through these a bit. So, what is it? This will be the next chapter. So the current chapter we're in is the seasons chapter. So this chapter they released the seasons, the weather, all those mechanics. Previous chapter they released the new animal update with the cows and sheep. Before that, they released the digging chapter. Then before that, I believe it was factions. Anyways, this chapter will be all about Flower. So Flower is the new token, obviously that just released a few weeks ago, and this chapter that starts on May 1st will be all about that. So it starts on May 1st, but we won't actually start being able to earn the tokens and everything, the new chapter tickets. This chapter was the time shards. Next chapter it'll be something called Geneseeds. We won't be able to start earning those until May 5th. But it's gonna be able to do all the things. We're gonna do all the things that we normally do, like with the auctions and Stella's shop and all that stuff. We'll be able to buy gems directly with Flower. That's a huge change that people have wanted for a while. Unlock Flower boxes to win valuable prizes. That's new. I'm not sure what that is. Aging economy. That's just regular stuff. Purchase exclusive items, like I said. Yeah. So yeah, earn Geneseeds. We'll be able to do deliveries, chores, and bounties just like we currently have. Um, exchange items for auction SFTs, yeah, auctions, mega stores, convert them to Flower. This is new. Converting our season tickets to Flower. I'm not sure how that's going to work or what the ratio is going to be, but that's interesting. What else we have? We have this Love Island. This is also new that Adam's talked about. It'll show up, it sounds like, twice a day. We'll know when it is. There's going to be cosmetics, the flower boxes that we talked about before. Up here, I'm not exactly sure what these are. I guess you have a chance of getting flower, or it's some sort of random. I'm not exactly sure what these are. One temporary buff. I'm not sure what this is either, but it'll probably be something like one of the hourglasses that you get from the faction shop, or some sort of speed boost. I'm not exactly sure, but it'll be a temporary buff. We could change the love charms for flower. That's something we've known. It's supposed to be 50 for one at the start. 50 love charms for one flower. Community puzzles work together to earn love charms. Okay. The Love Island is only available twice per day for 30 minutes. Okay, and then next chapter, the bounty board is changing. Currently, we have the bounties for flowers and for flower bounty boards, and we have the time shard or ticket bounty boards. So next chapter we'll be getting more. We'll still have the flowers. We'll have exotic fish. Treasure items I believe are just like the coral and stuff that you get while fishing or while digging. Faction marks, so I guess we're trading marks for tickets as well now. Obsidian and other high-end resources, so I'm guessing like crimstone and gold and stuff like that. It doesn't say animals here, so I'm not sure if they're getting rid of the animals from the bounties or if they just didn't include that. But I guess we'll see when the next chapter comes out, or if any of the team members clarify that. Flower boxes. Okay, so here's the information about the flower boxes we talked about. They're hard-earned chapter tickets for a shot at the flower prize pool. Okay, so I guess the more people that participate, the more flowers that people win. I guess it's like a lottery system, essentially. What else we have? New SFTs, so weather protectors. So I guess this will be like, instead of crafting those weather items every few weeks, you can get permanent ones. Obsidian boosters. So this is for people on Volcano Island, and with the lava pits, there'd be some sort of boost for this. Sickness boosters. Not exactly sure what this means, but maybe your animals just get sick less often. That'd be nice. Boost for yams, zucchinis, and broccoli. So hopefully we get some uses for these three things, because currently there aren't really many uses. So if we get uses for them, then boost will be good as well. A mysterious new stone item is also making its debut. Not sure what that is, but there's already a lot of stone in the game, to be honest. So not sure what that is exactly. Well, I'll make another video. We'll probably get more information on those items next week. I'll make a video specifically talking about the next chapter items when we find out more information about them. Marine marvels and mutant flowers. Every chapter there's a marine marvel that you can catch, or it's called a chapter fish or chapter marvel. But anyways, there's a flower. This chapter, it actually didn't have a boost, so it was just a decoration. And then animals, whenever you feed your animals, you have a chance of getting a mutant animal. So that's coming back next chapter, I guess. VIP. Okay, so 50% discount on flower item purchases. So currently this is already sort of in the game. If you go to Stella here, these items, I believe they're currently only 25%. Like this cup of chocolate would be 500 flowers, so it's currently only at 25%. So I think that's what it's talking about, but it's 50% instead. So that's a big boost. You could buy gems directly with flower. We were talking about that. That's huge. Instead of having to like withdraw your flower or SFL from before and then swap it to Polygon's token and then like buy it with that, you can just directly buy with flower. It's a huge change. So you don't have to like. There's no tax on withdrawing. You can just buy it directly. A new tab in the marketplace. That's nice. And this is also big. Trade more and clean 21 mega bounty items. So it says there's 21 and there's like 5 sections here, so maybe each section will have like 4 items or so, 4 or 5. And yeah, you trade them. And another thing Aeon said in Discord was that there's gonna be a limit, so you can't like if you're selling obsidian or buying obsidian, you can't buy like as much as you want. He said there's gonna be a cap of 3, so we'll see if that is how it ends up being in the like once it launches. But it's nice to know that we will be able to trade some amount of fish, which you can't trade fish currently. You could trade treasure items. You'll be able to trade faction marks, maybe. I don't know how that'll work. You'll be able to trade obsidian. But like I said, a limited amount per week, it sounds like. Okay, they're getting rid of Bird's Obsession, thank God, because that was always annoying. You wanted to be on like right when it went live and try and buy it for the cheapest price, so I'm glad they're getting rid of that. No more obsidian to flower exchange. I'm sad about that because I've often been trading my obsidian like 1 a week for flower. They're getting rid of that, and it's going to be used for co-op farming improvements, which will be the chapter after this upcoming one, so the one starting in August, I believe. And then, yeah, that's basically it. So, yeah, like I said, next week I will put out a video about the boost that we're getting for the chapter. This information will probably be in GitHub next week because the chapter launches in 2 weeks, so we'll probably be getting GitHub information about the Stella's items and auction items next week, and I'll put out a video wrapping that up. Have a good day, guys. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't yet. It would help me out a lot. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Have a good day, guys.